Hello friends, welcome to Python from Scratch lecture series. I am Hardik Upadhyay. In this session, we will study about modules in Python. In case if you have missed my previous sessions, then kindly visit this YouTube channel, that is Python from Scratch. All my previous sessions are available on this channel. So let us start with modules. What is module? Any file with .py extension is known as module in Python. Basically, what exactly module contains? So module is your Python program ultimately. Normally it contains your functions and the global variables, so that can be used in other module as and when required. It is, you can compare this with the header file of C. So module can be even imported from other module using this particular keyword, that is import. So whenever we are gonna import any module, what is going to happen actually? So it is going to do its one-time setup. Whenever we are, let's say I have got two program or two module, 1.py and 2.py. If I am going to import 2.py in 1.py, then it means all the methods and the variables available in 2.py would be loaded into 1.py. It means do its one-time setup. Even Python module can be run directly, or it can be imported and used by some other module. Whenever we are going to run our Python module directly, it is going to set one special variable like __ name to __ main. And therefore, like, it is common to have boilerplate standard boilerplate syntax. If __ name equals to main, to call the main function when the module is run directly, but not when the module is imported by some other module. So basically, let me just write down two programs, and let me just demonstrate you module. So let me go to Python from Scratch, or we are in that only, pwd, okay, cd space Python from Scratch, that is fine. Now let me write down simple program vim1.py which contained if name equals to main. So whenever we are gonna call this module directly, means whenever I am gonna run this program by Python space 1.py, it is automatically going to assign __ main string to special variable named as main. So it is returning it true. That is why it is gonna call this main function from over here. So that is how, that is why we are using this particular statement. That is standard boilerplate syntax. Let me call another function from here. Let's say define value, and it is simply going to print let's say value of __ name is, and comma __ name. Even we can use this syntax in Python, in older version of Python actually. Over here print would be treated as an operator. It is not a function right now. So let me just run this program, or Python 1.py. So value of main is already there. It is value of name is equals to 1, so we can even print it or check it out. Okay, even another way to check this value is we can go to the interpreter, Python interpreter. We can import any of the module, or we can simply type __ name, and it is gonna simply return you main. So whenever we are gonna call any module directly, it will set __ main value, and that is why we are using this concept in standard boilerplate syntax. So this is a normal module, simple module example, but I have not actually fully demonstrate you the module. So let me just come out from there. Let me develop another program. Let's say our previous program was of 1.py, so let me develop 2.py. Now over here what I am doing is I am simply importing 1 and simply define main, and what I am doing 1.val. Val was the method or a function that was declared in module 1. So I can use the function that is declared in that module. Even I can directly call second module like this way: if underscore name equals to underscore main, then call, let's say, which function? Main function of this program. So whenever I am gonna run this particular program, it will first import module 1 into memory space of 2.py. From over there it will try to call one function from module 1, that is 1.val, and it is gonna print the message accordingly. Let me just write python 2.py. Some mistake I did over here. The main should be defined. Oh sorry, it is main. Typing mistake here. Now have you observed the change? As I told, whenever we are gonna call the module directly, so it is gonna set main as a value underscore name variable. Over here what I am doing is I am simply calling that 1.val. Now what is 1.val? So it is over here. Let's say 1.val, it is gonna print value of underscore name variable. Now this 1.val this time is called by some other program. So that is why it is setting the name of underscore name to the calling module. So over here it is simply gonna like a called module. So that is simply gonna print 1 rather than printing underscore main. So the thumb rule is that whenever we are gonna call module directly, value of name equals to main. Whenever we will call it from other module, value would be imported module. Value of name would be imported module. So that is how it is working, and this is a standard demonstration of module. Each and everything in Python with .py extension is a module. Even some well-known module that are in common practice is SYS, even standard RE, OS. So these are the well-known module in Python. If you are looking for any sort of help for these modules, then you can go to the PyInterpreter and you can directly let me just demonstrate you directly. And how would you get help of any Python module? Actually there are two ways. You can simply Google it. Means why Google? Definitely Google is gonna help you in any way, but Google has taken over the Python. So by default, if you are gonna write any syntax in Google query, then it will display you the document of Python only. So that is one way to get help of any module. Another way is simply import the concerned module by using this word import. Let's say SYS. So I have imported it. Now if I wanted to list out directory structure of SYS module, then I can use this command. So here are the directories of this SYS module. Even I can use help command to get the document of this particular SYS module. Means what sort of methods are there defined within that particular module. That can be even we can get proper documentation of that. Even one sys.argv command line argument I have already demonstrated in my previous video lecture. So even I can directly get help of specific function SYS dot, let's say, argv. So even I can get help for that specific function. So this is the way you can get help about a particular module. Now next question should arise: how to import module? So you can use import statement. Like in my previous demonstration, I have utilized this particular method to import the module. So whenever we are writing import x, so x is the name of the module, so it is gonna import the module and creates a reference to that module in current namespace. So after this particular statement, we can use x dot, let's say, name, to refer the method or refer the things within that particular module. Over here, let us assume name is a function which is declared in X module. So you can refer the things like this way. Another way to import module is from statement. Now, how would you use this from statement? So you just need to write down from module name, that is X, import star. Star means all. So basically this is another way. This is equivalent to this particular statement, that is import X. So it is gonna import the module X and creates the references in the current namespace. You can simply use the plain name to refer the things after defining it like this way. For example, if you are gonna import module X like this way, then rather than referring X dot name, we can directly refer name. So that is how it is differing from previous first way to import the module. Let me demonstrate it. Let's say Control D, Python interpreter, from, let's say, module name sys import, let's say, star. Now in previous method, whenever I wanted to get help of argv function, I used to write sys.argv, means module name dot function name. Over here I can direct, like if I'm gonna write like that way, then that's an error. We can directly refer the things with which are declared in that particular module if we are going to use from X import star. Even if we are using this second method is also support limited import. For example, from X import a comma b, let's say. So it is only going to import this particular method. So it's gonna import the module X and create the references in the current namespace to given object. So it is simply gonna create reference to this object, that is known as what? Limited import. So it is quite possible with the second way of importing the module. That was not possible with the first way. Now the third method to import the module is the built-in underscore underscore import function. So how would you use it? X equals to, let's say, or whatever, let's say n equals to underscore underscore import underscore underscore and into bracket name of the module in string. So it is gonna work like the first method, that is import X, but basically over here the module name is passed as a string and explicitly assign it to the variable in current namespace. So now this particular X module will be referred by n. So that is how it is working. For example, let's say, let me just import, Control D, once again PyInterpreter, Python. Okay, now let me import, rather than Hardik equals to underscore underscore import into bracket, I am passing name of the module in the form of string. Let's say this is the inbuilt method to import the module. Now if I would try to write down directory of, let's say, sys, then that's an error. Even sys.argv, that's an error. Even help, that's an error. Or even help of sys, that's an error. Now this sys module is renamed to Hardik and we are getting the help. So this is third way to import the module. One of the important error you would find in most of your Python program is failure to import the required Python module. whenever you are dealing with some sort of inbuilt function, it is quite possible you would fail to import the required module. So that is the common error that people are doing while programming. So all Python modules have underscore name attribute, and when you run your interpreter, that definitely that is gonna set the name to main. So that we have already gone through. So that's it about modules. Hope you are gonna like this lecture. In case of any feedback, feel free to contact me on this contact details. Thanks a lot.